Hello from Cape Town. I just finished Kundalini Yoga class at the Yoga Life Studio, which is a couple blocks away from me. And they only offer Kundalini one time a week. And there's a fabulous teacher, Lauren, who is actually from Colorado, and her parents live in the Bay Area, which is interesting. And she is awesome. And luckily I like her because it makes wanting to come to class, back to class a little bit easier, because Kundalini is super challenging. So I thought that I would show you, if you've never done Kundalini, one, you should just try it so that you know what I'm talking about. But you go into these poses, which are different than any other vinyasa type poses, and you stay in them for, she said 5 minutes on one of them. I think they're anywhere from like 3 to 5 minutes. And it's super torturous. So the very first one we did, see if you can see me, you're in this crouched and you wrap your arms around and you literally stay in that position with your hands wrapped around onto your feet for 5 minutes. And then you're supposed to breathe and like slightly like move your head to the rhythm of this mantra. Hi Gio, you know what I'm talking about. And that was our very first one, and my legs, I don't know, I made it maybe like 30, 45 seconds before I had to come out of it, and you have minutes more to go. And frequent thoughts were, this sucks, I hate this is torture, why am I doing this? But from what I'm gathering, I'm new to it still, but Kundalini it's more about, it's like a moving meditation, but the movements sometimes are just really small. We did one where you're like this and you're spinning your fingers, but you're also sitting back on your heels. So your like feet fall asleep and your legs are cramping and you're just doing this and you're supposed to close your eyes and you're breathing and sometimes you're chanting. And today what it brought up is thoughts of the being self-employed journey. And luckily that table, it's called tabletop, which is this one, right, was the most challenging of all the poses that we did. And you only do like 7-ish because you're holding them for so long that you fill up the hour. So I was thinking that, one, I was glad that the worst part was in the beginning. Hey, Scott. And then the rest of them kind of got easier, although different parts of your body would fall asleep. And I was still saying things like, this is torture and I hate this in my head. But I was thinking about when you start your business, or any business, whichever you're in, or whatever project or just new chapter in your life, it's really hard to get things started, right? But then sticking with it and having consistency is really what, in this case, is just going to get you through to the end of the class. In fact, like one thing, if you hold your arms out, so we held our right arm up and our right hand up and our left one down. So we were just sitting like this for 5 minutes. And just try that. So the rest of the time that I'm talking, just hold your arms out and see how long you make it without thinking a negative thought. It's funny that the last 2 classes, I've only been here 2 weeks, I've just taken the 2 classes. There's something about it, even though the majority of my experience right now is not super pleasant, I'm wanting to stick with it because I think it's kind of wrapping up the meditation that I lack any discipline on doing my own. So there is that kind of meditative, there's the mantras, which I think are interesting because they're playing music, but it's just basically these mantras that are repeated over and over. So there's a lot to explore in it, and I can only guess that it gets easier and that you get better and that I could hold that tabletop thing for maybe even the whole time without cramping and cursing. I mean, last week I said the F word out loud in class. So it's not like a super zen experience all the time, but anyway, so that said, I'm done, and now I'm going to be consistent and keep working on my business so that I can keep my yoga booty out on the road, traveling the world forever, maybe. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day, wherever you are.